you've covered, very basic definition of a CDFI, commercial uh, development financial institution. But can you talk about how CDFIs came about and really how it ties back to the mission? Because obviously it's serving, some of those groups that might not have as many funding opportunities or might not get as funding as much. So could you talk a little bit about, why CDFIs came about and why that's such a differentiator for the build fund versus traditional lenders?
Yeah, so CDFIs have been around since the 90s. It's federal legislation that allows them to exist. We are certified by the U.S. Treasury to lend. We happen to lend to small businesses. Other CDFIs lend for affordable housing. We also lend for multifamily and single-family housing. Basically, we find the niches in each market there's a gap. We found a gap in the Marion County market for small business lending and single-family lending and multifamily lending. So that's why we went into those areas. CDFIs are adept at finding who is not being served, and we serve them. And as Jen said, we are mission-driven, so we are a nonprofit. So we do make loans and obviously want to be repaid, but our main mission and goal is to have businesses to start up or to expand and create jobs. So our loans carry job creation requirements. Most of that is tied to our funding, which comes from state and federal and local government that require job creation. But obviously, we require it anyways because we want new jobs to be created in challenged markets such as downtown Indianapolis. And we routinely work with banks too. So it's not like we're trying to obviously supplant bank lending. Half of our loans are where we are lending with a bank as well. So we'll do a loan solely by ourselves, build fund lending to a business, or we'll lend with a bank who is either trying to fulfill CRA requirement, because we help banks fulfill Community Reinvestment Act requirements. We'll lend with them where there's a gap that they're lending 80% or 50%, and we'll do the other gap portion that the business cannot come up with. We typically subordinate to banks too. So basically our main goal is to mitigate risk to banks, mitigate risk to businesses so businesses can open or expand their operations to create jobs. So truly CDFIs, such as ourselves, find the need in an area, the market, and we address it if a bank is not addressing it. If a bank is addressing the need, we won't create a product that competes with them, but we will create a product that partners with the bank or create a product that is serving the target market in new ways. Does that explain? Okay.
Yes, and what I've come to learn about the CDFIs are the basic nonprofit organization on a grassroots level. So it comes alongside, like Evan said, the banks to kind of close the gap for the lending.